I don't believe they'll pick a Thorn again. I think they'll go back to their core strengths, and I think this goes all the way.
I think it goes all the way.
I think this goes all the way.
What a call. Well, we're already in the drafted pick stage for the potential final match of the day. Final map of the day, if you will.
And
there it is. Every time.
Double Iva ban!
Double Iva, baby.
Why not? Need a ban in your bets? Choose Iva.
No Iva for Flappy Penguin. No Iva for Unimportant. You get nothing. You get nothing. But the Rook coming out early for Atrocity Exhibition. So August 21st, he said, okay, TJ, you were right. Now, he said, TJ, look, I hear you. But what about Rook?
I agree. This is a good decision. And you know what?
You haven't even seen the rest of their picks yet.
It doesn't matter. The Rook is so... Okay, never mind. It does matter. Why would you pick Paloma in this? I do think that Atrocity Exhibition will do much better with a Rook. I actually am hyper worried about this Paloma because they may be under a lot of pressure. Having said that, they've gotten lucky so far. It really depends what melee SIGH run. And
well, I was going to say, expect the Rygon ban from Atrocity Exhibition because you do not want that with this extra comp. They do that. So a very similar outcropping, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Here we go. Double Rook.
Always. Why not?
And then you have Destiny into Jumong. You want that Rook Destiny combo. Last time we saw an attempt at that Rook Destiny combo, it resulted in major separation and an easy punish onto the Destiny. That might be the logic between bringing the Paloma in here. Paloma Destiny does work quite well as a combo.
Well, let me tell you something, TJ. Who do you think, based off of the picks alone, just the picks alone, who's got this? Is it SIGH? You sound like you.
Do you have a coin?
You sound like you want to flip a coin.
Yeah.
You don't like Paloma with Rook, and you're gonna say you want to flip a coin.
I don't like Paloma with Rook, but I really like Atrocity Exhibition as a team.
You got a coin in your wallet right now.
I'm working on finding a coin.
You're gonna find the coin?
If we get to the next map, it'll definitely come out.
Well, we are on Dragon Garden Night, and this could be potentially it. If SIGH wins this game, they will send Atrocity Exhibition packing. You're gone. You're done. If Atrocity Exhibition
they won't
wins,
have to pack because they
we're
won't go
going
into
to map
the BPL
5.
finals.
Then we're going to map 5. Well, they're not packing.
No, they won't have to pack because they
Well,
won't be going
pack.
to the BPL finals.
We're kicking them out of their house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Sorry, you're gone.
I actually have mixed feelings about my participation in this now.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get kicked out of your house, and you're done, and that's it. As the graphics said, fight, here we go. And SIGH trying to get this win.
Already you can see August pressing very, very aggressive. If Arcadian can punish this, there's an easy response. However, with Freak shifting over to the Paloma, they also have that constant get out of jail free card.
Atrocity Exhibition do get that first orb. Trying to aggress, finding the rush, and then target switching right on to Unimportant. So early damage coming out for Atrocity Exhibition, but it's pretty even as Flappy Penguin has found some early damage. Now Arcadian wants to go in, hits the counter, but see ya later, you got incapped. He wants to push him back towards, rooted away, but able to keep him covered.
The benefit of this Paloma, though, is you have the Spirit Guide that you can just put out for damage reduction, and then more importantly, you also have the other side that you can just constantly use should things get dangerous. This is dangerous.
Oh, and going right in.
Other side.
Can't find him. They were actually able to push him outside. That could have been a lot deadlier for them, but they really mitigated the impact that had.
And that's so smart. Now this orb comes up. Again, the engage comes through. This is an easy orb pickup. Atrocity Exhibition are sitting very pretty right now.
It could have been dangerous for August 21st, but again, with that damage reduction from Paloma, it doesn't really result in much for SIGH. Now, SIGH struggled early in map number 3. Got to be careful here. They got some good damage out onto Freak. They're keeping Freak away.
B+ on that geometry, to be honest. Not really
not solid.
Finding the full value, and as a result, there was a lot of separation enforced. It's taking a while to get August back within healing range. And look at those disruptive chrono fluxes.
What a stun.
Just to break the M1 healing.
That didn't kill him. It almost did. And keeping him zoned away. SIGH did get that next orb. It looks like they're going to even up the orb count here. They're going to try to aggress. August 21st wants it. He misses the rush. The time travel going to come through. Get the stun onto Freak. And he's going to keep him out.
Goodbye.
Death Fog. Can he get He does live, but Paloma gets annihilated anyway. And SIGH look strong.
That was exactly what we were hoping for from SIGH. I was worried for a moment. I thought I would look silly and the Paloma Rook actually was a sick combo. And it does have its upsides as we were talking through. when there is separation, the Paloma backfires. They're a very low mobility support character, and that definitely can cause great trouble if you're dealing with high mobility, aggressive front lines, and that's what this Rook is doing.
It really relies on, for the Paloma to work, it really relies on your Rook to keep, to be the aggressor, if you will, to keep the front line solid, so Paloma can kind of switch in between and keep you on the protections and keep you healed up. It's really difficult with, like you said, a low mobility support. So, ATROCITY Exhibition wants some early damage on Unimportant.
Good in cap.
Get it, and the in cap, nothing really going to follow up for it.
It doesn't.
August 21st is up by himself.
The in cap onto Paloma actually is its own follow-up, because that just means there's no support coming through.
But they weren't able. They didn't do any damage to anyone else. Is what I'm saying.
There was no major damage burst during that time.
Right.
But it is worth finding in and of itself. Oh, that was a 6-0 transfer.
Was trying to push up. ATROCITY Exhibition doing good damage here, but SIGH is matching them at every step. Unimportant doing a lot of damage.
They don't get the orb. ATROCITY Exhibition managed to steal it despite the aggression coming through, and now Dexarian, that's big damage.
Dexarian was able to get out of it, but he gets rocked away. Rush coming through. And I thought he maybe would have been able to get it on Unimportant, but he does get out of harm's way.
So they're not breaking line of sight. They're never forcing this Paloma to play in an uncomfortable situation, and as a result, the Paloma is having a field day, maintaining the support, maintaining the healing across his entire team, and eking out a victory.
Oh, a good stun and
good separation.
Pushed up by Arcadian, and that puts massive damage onto Freak. Trying to respond to it, getting caught out mid-rush. Not going to allow any kind of follow-ups. It's very close. This next orb could be the deciding factor, and getting it is SIGH.
Very well done by them. Dexarian does have the time travel. He'll be waiting on that, presumably after this Dragon Slayer, if needed.
The time travel coming in as well to get the stun right onto August 21st. SIGH's going to confirm that too, and they take a 2, or what it will be,
working on it.
Nothing lead. They're getting there. They're getting there eventually, and do find it. There's that 2-0 lead against ATROCITY Exhibition.
It's working great for ATROCITY Exhibition right up until that separation comes through. Then all of a sudden Freak is isolated, or he's separated from the people he needs to heal, and all their HP bars vanish.
Difficult spot right now for ATROCITY Exhibition. Again, I think you nailed it. You have to keep the line of sight free for Paloma to be able to do what she wants. And then as soon as everyone gets behind a wall, it's so hard for Paloma to have an answer for you, just because she's unable to have any sort of impact with a wall separating you.
And that is very, very difficult to deal with unless you turn it around right now. You shift to a lot more aggression, I think, from the Paloma as well. Keeping the Paloma in the front lines right behind the Rook, that's risky, but it stops any sort of silliness from happening.
Pushing away. Who gets the orb? It's SIGH. Arcadian confirming that. Arcadian doing so much work on Rook right now. And Unimportant, look at this, the double rain of arrows coming out.
Good.
And then caught out by Arcadian, a big stun. Now they have Flappy Penguin out. The time travel, where's it gonna go? On to the... Oh my gosh, Paloma. I lost my words because I lost so much health. Just Freak could not find a way out. Does eventually, but ATROCITY Exhibition, they get this.
That was a boulder. Well, I guess just tossed it over the wall.
But the HP difference is so massive for them to come back from right now.
Yeah, an armor break already applied onto Flappy Penguin. You can see him easing the damage he does of it all. Other side will be spent just to keep him alive. All it takes is one ultimate to get his way back into the game, but I don't think he's going to be able to land it. Not in time.
Dexarian's like, here, August 21st, I'll box you. You're going to lose. And trying to get away from it, he's just going to keep going. Spends
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer comes in, and Destiny is gone. SIGH right now, firing on all cylinders. What feels like a V12 is this well-oiled machine that is SIGH.
We called it a locomotive engine.
Locomotive, yeah. Let's go with it.
That is insane. 3-0 now. And like I said, it's all on the line of sight for the Paloma. If you want to change that, my hypothesis is you play a little bit more aggressive on the Paloma to keep the duo going with the Rook, as opposed to keeping it passive alongside Flappy Penguin. The downside of that is it makes it easier to isolate the Paloma, and it opens up Flappy Penguin to big burst damage. But I think it's the only reasonable response.
Well, look, Atrocity Exhibition has to find a way back into it. August 21st, not getting a lot of value in where he's aggressing. He's going to find value here, trying to push through, but the follow-up is so tough just because Paloma just has to inch her way forward. Destiny has to inch her way forward, and it's tough to immediately follow up. Whereas on the other side, you got Dexterian, you got Jumong, who doesn't need to inch up because his range is ridiculous. And SIGH right now doing well. This first orb did go to Atrocity Exhibition, and that's what allows them to push up here.
This is good, yes. Atrocity Exhibition are finding decent value. Playing a bit more aggressive, and Arcadian eating a ton of damage on these isolated bursts, primarily from Flappy Penguin.
And Atrocity Exhibition,
good combo.
Good job isolating the orb. The Ancestral Spirit coming out.
Time travel.
Get him away from it. The time travel just gets Arcadian out. Has no health left, and they're gonna push right back. SIGH trying to find a way in, maybe a big combo, but it's not gonna happen. There's just so much pressure, and Unimportant is gone. And that Atrocity Exhibition finally find their way back into it as Rook is going to go down eventually here. He will find a way. The big ult is going to knock himself down, and then getting Dexterian out. Atrocity Exhibition are alive.
I said maybe play the Paloma a bit more aggressive. The shift was actually to play... Ooh, that was nice.
That was good.
Was actually to play Flappy Penguin a bit more aggressive. Take the Destiny into the front lines and constantly be finding value on her. That allowed the Rook to have that support, a little bit extra CC, and crucially, when he managed to isolate people, they stayed isolated.
Still, this is such a tough spot for Atrocity Exhibition to be in. You give it the first 3 games of the game, first 3 games of the match, and it's just hard to fight back from that. You put yourself in a hole, but if you're gonna get back into the game, this is how you do it. You were able to capitalize on a little bit of an over-aggressive Arcadian. You got big damage out, which forced him to now have to be a little less rush-happy, if you will.
Arcadian is rush-happy.
He's very rush-happy.
That's just what he does, though.
Yeah, absolutely. It works. It works 9 times out of 10, but he's taking a lot of damage here.
This is the 10th time.
And now, August 21st, he got big damage out. He actually turned right onto Freak. He got some damage out, took down the real HP a little bit, which is pretty big, but Unimportant lost all of his health as well.
Yeah, look at this separation. This round, it's SIGH who are just constantly isolated, split up, and it is devastating in its results.
Trying to pull on to Freak. If they can get pressure on Freak, they can pull out the rest of this team.
Time travel needed for the separation, but Unimportant, he's red on it. He is instantly smashed and deleted by a very good play from that frontline Rook.
And now Atrocity Exhibition just gotta follow this up. Get these kills right here. They take out Dexterian, and all that's left is Arcadian, and Arcadian will go down, have to reset, and Atrocity Exhibition fire right back.
I'm getting my coin ready.
If they would win this round, then you flip it, and then we'll see who wins.
Like I said, I think Paloma Rook is a bad composition if the separation can be enforced, but what we're seeing now is a much more aggressive look from the entire team that's stopping the separation from beginning in the first place, and then they're winning these rounds because they can out-heal their opponents.
And if there's a map you're going to do this composition on, this is the map you do it on. And it's been working for them. There's just not, it's hard to kind of remove LOS for Paloma on this map. So SIGH looking to fight right back. Arcadian doesn't want to feel the pressure, but Unimportant actually feels a lot of pressure here. That's a lot of health coming down. Dexterian trying to keep him alive, actually trying to return onto Destiny. Flappy Penguin able to roll back out.
Arcadian, I think, needs to stop playing so aggressive, regroup with your team, and play much more as a team player, because all of this aggression that he's been kind of exploiting in the past is suddenly not working well at all.
Not at all, and then got caught out mid-rush as well. Gonna go straight on to Freak, but can't get the stun to follow up. Does try to get the orb confirmed, but it's Atrocity Exhibition with 2 orbs now.
They're going to need to keep playing this careful because you can see Arcadian still eating a ton of damage, and that's a very good Paloma Ancestral Spirit, just buying the time and creating the spacing.
Pushing, trying to get out.
Oh, the time travel to punish. Oh, that's so smart.
Gets a huge stun, but has to get the damage too. Pushes it away and gets away from most of the damage. Flappy Penguin does get a little bit out there, but now pushed back. August 21st wants more of it. They're gonna make him pay for it, and he took a lot of damage. SIGH slowly trying to fight back into this, but they lost the orb again. They don't have enough energy. The time travel is available again for SIGH, and that can be the difference maker. A big stun though, Dexterian. He has to stay alive here. Arcadian all by himself down here, just trying to wreak havoc. He's taking a lot of damage.
They get the orb.
It's dangerous. They do get the orb, but he's gotta fly away from this, able to come back, turn right back around onto Dexterian.
Time travel still available. available. I think SIGH have this because if anything goes wrong, there it is. Time travel instantly deployed into great raid. There's the combo. SIGH have the opening kill.
They get it there at SIGH. That's exactly how big of an time travel can be. And they are able to pull that through. It's not exactly over just yet, but it is going to be a tough mountain to climb in this round for Atrocity Exhibition. But if they can get a pick, it would be huge.
Flappy Penguin does still have this pinball. It does not get enough, though.
No, not at all. And losing all of his health in the process is Freak. And now Freak in trouble, able to panic away one. And all he can do is just stay alive. They get a lot of damage off before they finally go down, fighting until the last breath, if you will. And now SIGH, they are 1 round away, TJ, from moving on to the playoffs.
1 round away from continuing in the BPL and, notably, sending their opponents home.
I loved... that's how you got to respond. You said in that round, you're like, Arcadian needs to chill out. You need to chill, my guy. That's exactly what he did afterwards. And then he picked the right battle and was able to separate, was able to isolate.
He also waited to go aggressive until they had that time travel. When it was communicated, you have time travel. You can do whatever you like because you have the get out of jail free card. That's when they made the real things happen. And I think crucially, the rush that came in, that they punished, was as a response to the time travel.
Yeah.
The rush was, time travel's been spent. Little did you know, you were not punishing the time travel. The time travel was punishing you. He sees through time, Jarvie.
Yeah, and August 21st, he's taking a little bit of damage here. SIGH, they know this is it for them. August 21st in a lot of trouble right now. Unimportant doing a ton of damage to him. His counter's down. That's going to be the stun just missing. That's his shot didn't strike true there. That's all I'm going to say.
Look at the low HP as well on Freak. They have so much work here for Atrocity Exhibition. Arcadian just laid into that Paloma in the opening phase of the round.
Pushing it to get a big stun.
Time travel.
Flappy Penguin, the time travel gets the stun onto Destiny as well. There it is, so many stuns out from Flappy Penguin, and he gets just bullied out of it, has to roll out of that trap afterwards. He gets away. August 21st wants to go in, but he loses his health in the process of rushing in. Tries the other side out. He doesn't care. He wants more. The Ancestral Spirit trying to bail him out. He's just going to rush in. He cannot escape Arcadian. Arcadian with the ult. He finally gets out of it. The time travel going to hit him, and that's going to be it for August 21st. That is going to be it for Atrocity Exhibition. There is nothing that they can do, and SIGH is going to be moving on to the playoffs. Emphatically, what a win for SIGH.
Attack ended.
That was insanely well done from them, managing to stabilize what looked rocky for a moment there.
That was let me flip a coin real quick, all right? Heads, I got SIGH. Tails, I got SIGH. And, oh, it's SIGH. They win. Excellent.
You did actually, it was unnecessary to flip a coin for that joke to work.
Yeah, but I did it anyway.
Okay, I'm proud of you. That's a commitment to the bit.
I commit to the bits, TJ.
It's realism.
But no, it was great, a great turnaround by SIGH. It looked like early, map 1, Atrocity Exhibition, they had taken control. And even in map 2, they had fought back and it went, in map 3, they fought 9 games. 9 games, man. And then SIGH fought back after it was 4-2, and they come back, win 3